Good evening, wrestling fans from the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. This is the Animated Wrestling League, episode 414. We're starting off with a high-speed rules match, and immediately MAJIKU 2, Jumon, casting a Spera La Mystica, looking for an immediate submission with that tilt-a-whirl armbar into the Fujiwara, and a reversal by Emily Nagasaki, one half of UK Gen 2. Now going for her own signature submission, the Nagasaki lock, trade of submissions to start us off. That's what I love about these high-speed rules matches, is that they're such a great motivator for the wrestlers, because they know they've only got about 4.5 minutes at this point to get the win if they want to survive this, because as you saw a moment ago, a tie, a time limit draw, means a loss for both wrestlers, and neither of these two women can afford it. MAJIKU 2 and Emily Nagasaki right now at the very bottom of the win-loss records for AWL Hontai, and look, grabs her into that double wrist lock. Emily Nagasaki with that double wrist lock, hoverboard lock, whatever you want to call it. A Kimura lock, another popular name, but a drop kick by the 10 pounds of muscle in a 5-pound bag, known as Emily Nagasaki, one half of the #1 contenders for the AWL Joshi Tag Team Championship. That's the way she could get herself out of Botsumania. Every season, the bottom 4 wrestlers, 2 from Japan, 2 from Canada, face off in an elimination match. The loser of the final fall is fired immediately from the Animated Wrestling League. And again, another attempt at that Kimura lock. Learning from her World of Sport educated tag team partner, Lady Smooth Jessica Kidd, who's watching from the corner, though you can't really see it from this angle. And of course, MAJIKU 2 has her big brother and her tag team partner, Kaminari Hime, who's not doing great in the win-loss record either, frankly. And what do we have here? Looking for something big, just stomping away. Emily Nagasaki using that power advantage. MAJIKU 2 has not gotten out of first gear in this high-speed rules match. 1, 2, and 3. 2 minutes and 58 seconds, the time of the fall. That is how you start a professional wrestling show, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Animated Wrestling League. On a night where we've got not 1 but 2 championship matches. We've got a bunch of matches with ranking implication, championship ranking, for the win right here. Jessica Kidd coming in to celebrate with her tag team partner Emily Nagasaki. They are overjoyed, a big win. That's going to move Emily Nagasaki up to 17 and 21, a ratio of -4, and for the moment that gets her out of the Botsumania danger zone. The #1 contender for the Grand Championship faces the sensei of the champion. Let's see if there's anything that Tiger the Dark forgot to teach Black Tiger Justice. Busy night for the Tigers as Tiger Mask 2 challenges for the IC title tonight. That's why he's not here with his partner.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall in first. Fighting out of the unified Rule of the Tiger style, Tiger the Dog.
Easily the most successful survivor of global wrestling monopoly, Tiger the Dark, 46 wins and 33 losses in his Animated Wrestling League career. That puts him at +13, and that makes him actually the 6th best win-loss record in AWL Hontai. And he right now is serving as the spoiler. He's looking to knock Emerald Dragon out of at least the #1 slot in the AWL Best 4. Because if you lose to an unranked wrestler, if you're lucky you drop from 1 to maybe 3 or 4. If you're unlucky, the AWL Commissioner will just kick your tail straight out of the top 4 rankings. Unified School of the Tiger style, looking to protect their own in this match. I wonder if Black Tiger Justice approves of that, because I know he's going to take any challenge he can get. I don't think he has a problem facing Emerald Dragon. So I can understand the possible intimidation factor. Take a look at this guy. A former AWL Grand Champion, a former AWL World Tag Team Champion, a former Oshogatsu Taikai Champion, Triple Crown. Boom! And I actually need to check the records. I'm not sure if he's won the IC title.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring on the Shinamori, accompanied by Ultramountain Black, representing Yokai Hontai. He is the #1 ranked in the AWL Best 4, Emerald Tiger.
As far as I can see here, no, there is no record of Emerald Dragon ever having won the Intercontinental Championship. Dragoness has. So a Triple Crown champion versus one half of one of the best tag teams we've ever seen in the AWL. Emerald Dragon, one rank below Tiger the Dark, actually. The 7th highest win-loss ratio in AWL Hontai, and we're starting off, boom! Drops the dragon right on his head. Not a formal dragon drop, but I'll take it. Ooh, big leaping knee. Shays a Jumbo Saruda coming out of Emerald Dragon, one of the most legendary moves in all of Puroresu. 10 minutes on the clock. This is not high-speed rules. Traditional AW... Oh, wait a minute! Was he biting at the nose? Yeah, I think he was biting at the nose. A little bit of the Black School of the Tiger style coming out in the unified attitudes of Tiger the Dark. He still goes back to that Tiger's Den philosophy. He still will go back to that GWM way of doing things, where failure often meant death via the Tiger's execution. But now you're about to believe in flying dragons, ladies and gentlemen. Emerald Dragon with a little bit of a... Oh, Tope Suicida roll! As Ultra Mantis Black, the great and devious one, watches on with approval. He wants control of the AWL Grand Championship, because of course he does. But that would open up Yokai Butai to traveling over to Canada and competing in AWL Strong and Free. Going up, going down. Tiger the Dark does not bother going for the pin after the Black Tiger Bomb because we're outside the ring. It doesn't matter. Oof. Emerald Dragon, who was once Wyvern, one of the best high flyers we've ever seen. Now, thanks to that amulet of transmutation, becoming this monster that has risen to the top of the rankings. In the AWL Best 4, under normal circumstances, only the Best 4 can challenge for the Grand Championship. Black Tiger Drop. That's a new variation that he's been working on. So what I love about the Unified School of the Tiger style, while it's not the easiest thing to say sometimes, I love how they push each other, how they will elevate each other. They work on new moves within the Tiger style. Black Tiger Salt, twisting Black Tiger Salt into the cover. 1, 2, as new referee, Hanababa Ganoush. She's told me she doesn't care if we westernize her name or not. And up, step up, twist, Sky Twister press, standing Dragon Star. A nasty crash and a burn as all of a sudden Tiger the Dark, fighting from the back foot, he's having to stop, he's having to take a breath before he reasserts his attack here and going, he started doing this lately, grabbing the nose. That's not technically an illegal hold, but it's pushing the boundaries of good and proper professional wrestling. And frankly, that's just how Tiger the Dark likes it. Going up, and Isatsuwaza Darkness Driver! Darkness Driver does not go for a pin immediately, maybe thinks he's too close to the ropes. I concur from the camera angle that I can see. Under 7 minutes remaining now in the 10-minute time limit. 1, 2... And it's just that few seconds to readjust. That was the difference between victory and defeat there. And getting a Fight Forever chant from the AWL faithful here in the sold-out AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. This is the mecca of Puroresu, the mecca of professional wrestling around the world, in my opinion. Lariato by Tiger the Dark Wyvern with Ultra Mantis Black. Isatsuwa. No, going for the Dragon Drop number 3. That wasn't his full... That was one of the moves bequeathed to him by his original trainer, the first ever Dragon of the Animated Wrestling League, who's now the head trainer at our dojo, who personally chose the Emerald Dragon to be the bearer of the sigil, that blue, very specifically blue, dragon sigil on the back of his tights. Ultramantis Black has allowed him to keep that. Full rotation on the Spicoli driver there. As the dragon gonna fly, he's got the wings, and he knows how to use them. Up, Dragon Star! 1, 2, little bit late on the count there from Hana Baba Ganoush. A new referee here after Baba Ganoush Shinichiro was found attacked, we believe, by the forces of the pit. We're not 100% certain about that. The AWL commissioner has promised revenge, but he requires proof. Going up. Oh no! Escape of the Darkness driver. A second one would have ended the match. Are we going for the Dragonic driver here? Yes, we are. Dragonic driver! 1, 2. One of 2 signature maneuvers that he's developed since... Uh-oh. Big mistake. Tiger the Dark. The Emerald Dragon looking to fly. Over the top! Tope Con Hero! Tope Con Hero does not land it, and Tiger the Dark able to take advantage. You heard the time call. We are now over halfway through the allotted time for this not a championship match, for this non-title match. And you can see a Tiger can fly if he has to. Elbow drop from the top. Vintage Animated Wrestling League shoots the half into the cover. 1, 2. Tiger the Dark. A victory here would not officially necessarily get him into the best 4, but he's challenged for the AWL Grand Championship against his own student before. Oh, and again, a modified Tiger Bomb. Or Tiger Driver if you prefer. I prefer Bomb because it looks a lot more like Power Bomb. But if we know this one, Black Tiger Suplex. Does not hold for a bridge. And Ultramantis Black lifting up the Catalyst. What was that about? Ultramantis Black bringing down the powers of the dark wrestling arts. Backslide driver, Jesus Christ. That's a neck-breaking maneuver, the backslide driver. Emerald Dragon going deep, going down, going dark. And now just ruining the inside leg muscles. If you ever had an injury to the inside of your legs, or you've ever overdone it in the gym, as I have, that hurts for like a week. 3 minutes and change remaining. Cover for the 1, 2, and somewhere out of nowhere, Tiger the Dark barely grabs himself a victory. Emerald Dragon dipping into some things I didn't know he had. That stomp to the midsection, that might have been a little bit low. I don't think the referee saw it. But whatever it was, it did get the job done, so benefit of the doubt. And yes, the AWL Commissioner has announced that drops Emerald Dragon 2 ranks. Okay, now this is going to be kind of complicated. Dominant Submission requested a Fight for 4 to confirm their status as the dominant tag team in the Hontai Joshi division. I think that was a terrible decision, but it's a decision they made anyway, and the AWL Commissioner said, it'll make a good match, what the hell.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for 1 fall and it will fight for 4. Introducing first, making their way to the ring from the human psyche, the original tag team, Yin and Yang!
Yin and Yang, actually the most recent challengers for the AWL Joshi Tag Team titles against the then participants in Tag Team Supremacy, the Augments. They failed, came up short, they're looking to get back into contention, and the fact that that loss to the Augments is their only loss this season. They are 3-1 for a ratio of +2. That gives them this opportunity, but they will have to fight their way back up the AWL Best 4 if they want to have a shot at Dragoness and Spring Tiger, but they've got a mountain to climb tonight.
And their opponents, the tag team combination of the Mistress of 1,000 Hoods, Akira Megane, and Shinda Okuko. Together they are Dominant Submission.
Now this is a weird, because Dominant Submission, they're already the number 2 rank in the AWL Best 4. But they wanted to basically act as the gatekeepers here, because they wanted to prove that they were the dominant force in Joshi Tag Team Wrestling. And the AWL Commissioner submitted to their request. 15 minutes on the clock. This will have significant impact in the rankings of the AWL Best 4. Bang a gong, we are on. Shinda Akuko, the pit bull, the attack dog, going first, but she walks right in to a variation of the duality driver, the signature maneuver of Yin and Yang. Yin and Yang, we call them the original tag team, not just for philosophical reasons, but historical reasons as well. The first ever tag team ever hired by the AWL is like a tag team act, rather than just 2 singles wrestlers being stuck together. Before the Tokyo Athletic Commission outlawed intergender wrestling, Yin and Yang were the only women to ever hold the AWL World Tag Team titles, which will be defended in our main event tonight, as the 7-time tag team champions make the first defense of their 7th reign against Giant Skills, the Tank and the Ferrari team of the Prince of the Pinfall, Hifumi Ryuji, and the Giant, Hyojin Kobayashi. Ooh, back elbow. 15 minutes on the clock here. We still have plenty of action in both the tag team and singles division. We are looking for a new member of the AWL Best 4. We've got Zaidan J and versus Ningen Damashii. And we also have another Best 4 match, Chiba Akagi, the most recent but unsuccessful Intercontinental Champion, looking to get into the more common path to the Grand Championship. He faces Azteckaizer Neo in a fight for 4. Some of the top-ranked wrestlers in the entire league competing for your entertainment tonight and for their own progression towards the championships. Oh! I don't know who was supposed to do what in that, but that hurt. Tag made. Yang now the lead combatant, and we still have the... wait a minute. The first ever Joshi champion, getting some cheap shots here by Yang, who's always been the more aggressive of the 2 sisters, and I use sisters for simplicity's sake. Oh! Oh no, getting caught up around the ropes. Shinda Akuko, only her 2nd season in the AWL. Up, Hurricane Rana into the ground and pound action. Absolutely fantastic work there. Shinda Akuko is 9-4 in her AWL career. She's not been around that long, but a ratio of +5, which actually puts her ahead of Yang, who at 30 wins and 33 losses, ratio of -3. So there's an 8-point spread between the 2 combatants currently in the ring. And of course, your overall win-loss record, that includes singles, tag team, trios, atomicos, pretty much everything except battle royals. All regular season competition, some of the extra season as well. Ooh, hard shot on the outside by Shinda Akuko, going for a spear right into the crowd barricade. And you can see from that angle, that steel, that is metal, holding up that crowd barricade. It is slightly padded, so that's why she hasn't been broken in half. But Yang getting introduced to the steel the hard way here, 7. Remember, we have a 20 count on the outside in the Animated Wrestling League. Standard Japanese Puroresu rules apply here, both here and in our Canadian branch, AWL Strong and Free, which you can enjoy every Friday here on YouTube. And if you are enjoying what I'm doing here, you know, give me a like, give me a subscribe. I would appreciate it. 12 here as we're going back. Shinda Akuko really needs to start paying attention to the referee. 14. Collar and elbow into the corner. Oh no. 15. Akira Merane yelling it. Akira Merane yelling, get back in the ring. Ringen ni modotte. 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 Oh. Atomic drop, and she goes down. Yang makes a completely unnecessary tag, I think, here. 19. Shinda Akako barely moving. I don't think she's going to get up in time. She's going to try it. She does not make it. She does not make it. This is not a New Japan special. She does not make it. Let's take a look at that. The referee makes... Okay, the spin kick there. Repeated distraction. Ignoring the commands from her handler. And the atomic drop. Dropping Shinda Akako. Referee was at 18 at this point. Watch the referee's hands for the official count. 19. Shinda Akako gets to her feet but cannot make it back into the ring in time.
Here your winner is by ring-out, Yin and Ningen.
And that drops dominant submission 2 ranks and puts Yin and Yang in the best 4. We're moving over to the men's side of the ledger. Fight for 4. And this one's a little more straightforward.
The following contest is another tag team fight for 4. Hopefully to make a bit more sense. Introducing first, being accompanied by Chiba Akagi, the beautiful boy, Mentaro, the deathmatch contestant, Tobu. Together they are Ningen, Damashii.
A little bit of teamwork, a little bit of solidarity here between the super guys of Ningen and Damashii. Chiba Akagi has his fight for 4 against Azteckaizer Neo, our next match. He's going to stay out here for that. And he will also act as cornerman for his team. And that is, of course, the beautiful boy. And I have notes here on this outfit. The Beauty of Contradiction. That's the name of that outfit that Mentaro is wearing masterfully. Of course, Mentaro now wearing that protective mask to protect his visage. Bit of a story there. He was made to bleed by the pit in a recent tag team match. I don't think anyone's seen him take off that mask since.
And their opponent, making their way to the ring from the office, Mr. Shota and the CEO, Yamada Jiro. Together they are Zaidan J.
I don't know if this is being adaptive or this is just bad business practices. Earlier this season, Zaidan J announced that the very kind assistants were going to be their primary tag team this season. Well, the VKA are 0-5. They've yet to find a win all season. Zaidan J, on the other hand, are 3-1, ratio +2. And that puts them, frankly, ahead of the #1 contenders at this point. So I think this is a good decision by Zaidan J, trying to get these two into the top ranks of the AWL Best 4. Zaidan J, no belts and no ranks at this point in time. Collar and elbow tie-up, kick to the midsection, going immediate... Oh, what is he thinking? He is thinking Destroyer on a super heavyweight. Karoshi Driver, 1-2. Of course, Zaidan J, the faction that brings, in their minds, the Japanese work ethic into the world of professional wrestling, the Japanese business model. And as I said, so far it's not really been working for them lately because no belts and no ranks. Double checking that, making sure I'm not getting that wrong. And I'm not. Knee to the midsection here by Satoshi Tobu, who is just not socially acceptable. Neither of these men are socially acceptable, according to the bigot and asshole that we call Yamada Jiro, who's getting raped over the face by the forearm, and quick tags in and out as Ningen Damashii, the human soul, working to keep their opponents off balance here. Now this is technically a fight for 4, but practical matters it's a fight for 3, because Giant Skills will be making their challenge for the AWL World Tag Team titles tonight in the main event. And that means that whoever's in the 4th rank is going to move up to number 3, because Giant Skills will either win the match and become the tag team champions, or they will lose the match and be out of title contention. So technically a fight for 4, but only for probably about an hour. One-on-one here, Mr. Shota removed from the equation. Good strategy. Satoshi Tobu, a former Intercontinental Champion and a former British Openweight Champion as well. Unsuccessful there. Yamada Jiro, who's currently standing at -5 on the win-loss records, 48 wins, 53 losses. Satoshi Tobu, oh, hang on a minute. Hard right hand, going for the German suplex. No, it goes for a simple headlock. Good grief. So far, Ikementaro and Mr. Shota not doing a whole lot of the work here. Mr. Shota hasn't been in the match at all. Satoshi Tobu, by the way, -2 in the win-loss record. 16 and 18. Ikementaro just got tagged in. 7 and 16 for a ratio of -9. He's dragged himself through Botsumania before. He is in the danger zone right now. A win here would really help him. Huge, almost a modified black hole slam there. Tag made. Mr. Shota legal for the first time in the match. We've got the two smaller wrestlers of their respective teams. Mr. Shota, 18 and 31 in the win-loss records. He's actually at -13, giving him the worst win-loss record in AWL Hontai, but that is a career record. This season, he has been one of the top performers. He's been the top performer of Zaidan J, winning 4-way elimination matches, winning battle royals, winning most of the tag team matches, frankly, that this duo of Shota and Jiro have competed in. Snapmare and a double duty drop kick there, picking out both members immediately. The tag is made. Satoshi Tobu, we're going to see a bit of a clash of styles here, more of a classically trained Puroresu with a high-flying, with a minor in high-flying, if you will, but never mind. Tag made, classic Puroresu, and by classic I mean stolen. There's the big boot of Giant Baba, one, the big Geta. Dai Geta, we're going to call that from now on. Referee making sure we've got some order here. Yamada Jiro looking for something, probably something he stole from a better wrestler. Oh! Hot shot stunner. Collar and elbow tie up, and Yamada Jiro, he's looking for that Liger bomb. He saw to the Liger bomb. And yes, the referee has called that a KO. Satoshi Tobu's head went right into the bottom rope. Let's see if we can get a different angle on that. I think do we have the angle? Oh yeah, he went right into the bottom rope.
Zaidan J.
Okay, and that does it. Zaidan J is in the AWL Best 4. They will move up to rank 3 tonight. Giant Skills, the new classics, that's your main event. That's the main event anywhere in the world, but it's the main event right here in Tokyo in the AWL Arena. So the graphic says one thing. I think yeah, Satoshi Tobu will be staying at ringside. So he's clearly been knocked loopy. He will get medical attention as soon as he's out of the ring.
Is scheduled for one fall, and it is a fight for 4. Already in the ring, fighting out of Yokohama, Japan, and representing Ningen Damashii, the stylish edition, Chiba Akagi, and his opponent, making his return from Punch Unknown. He is the bearer of the Stone of Aztec, Hoshi, Azteckaizer, Ningen.
Azteckaizer Neo and Chiba Akagi are the 4th and 5th highest win-loss records in AWL Hontai. And that is what has qualified them for this fight for 4, the chance to join the top contenders for the AWL Grand Championship, the pinnacle of professional wrestling. There'll be 10 minutes on the clock. It's one fall to a finish. Either of these men could win this, in my opinion. This is what Ningen Damashii is all about. Humans versus superhumans. Proving that even if the demons and the robots and the monsters and the superheroes, they're bigger, they're stronger, they're more powerful, they should win. There is nothing more powerful than the human heart and the human soul. Ningen Damashii wa Psycho. And we're going to put that to test as the AWL's submissions expert, Chiba Akagi, faces off against our dominant superhero, Azteckaizer Neo. And if you don't know about Azteckaizer, the original Azteckaizer, is a real Japanese superhero with a professional wrestling theme to it. And there's some clips on YouTube. I think you can find the DVD somewhere if you're really lucky. I actually highly recommend you check it out. It's hilarious. But of course, Azteckaizer Neo, the second generation, a former AWL Grand Champion, former AWL Oshogatsu Taikai winner. Attempted a cutter, blocked. Azteckaizer Neo, a former Intercontinental Champion as well. He is Triple Crown. As is Chiba Akagi with the same championship accomplishments. Neither of these men have held the tag team titles, and that is what keeps them out of the status of Grand Slam champion. Ooh! Knee right to the head. We've already seen one count out tonight. I will remind you that when it comes to these Fight for Fours, you can enter the best four, as we've already seen Yin and Yang do, by countout. That's if one of you makes it back into the ring. Snapmare. And immediately goes for the hold. Very Zack Sabre Jr.-esque. Though he doesn't have that 6-second mentality, Chiba Akagi. The idea that you should switch holds every 3 to 6 seconds, because if you're going to get the submission, you're going to get it. No. Chiba Akagi understands that these professional wrestlers, especially these superhuman wrestlers, are stubborn assholes. They will fight through a hold if they can, so you need to lock it on. You need to keep it going. Big boot on the wrist clutch by Azteckaizer Neo, takes his opponent down. 7 minutes and change remaining. Now, in the event of a time limit draw, neither man will enter the AWL Best 4, and we will have new contenders next week. And we will try to find a new member of our top ranks. Now going up here, double underhook suplex. Double underhook suplex, butterfly suplex. Inverted tiger suplex. Wait a minute, and Chiba Akagi's already gotten his bell rung once tonight. Human camaraderie, I guess. I don't really know if I can approve of that. Snapmare. And back into that same bow and arrow lock. Now, he's not just trying to wrench the arms out of the sockets. He's got the knee pretty well planted into the spine, so triple points of pressure there. That's the skill level of the scion of submission. Referee removing a chair there. Ningen Damashii getting a little too aggressive here. They could easily cost their man the title opportunity, the eventual title opportunity, via disqualification here. 1, 2, plethora of backbreakers, not enough for that final and fatal 3 count. Azteckaizer Neo, 52 wins, 25 losses, and going around and round and round. Physics-defying professional wrestling, that is the power of the star of Aztec. Superhuman, super wrestling, super moves. That is the power of Azteckaizer Neo. Collar and elbow. Off of another distraction by Chiba Akagi. Modified arm drag. Going up, vertical suplex. No, he's not. Oh, yeah, he escapes. That's the usual setup for the Kaiser Smash. the finishing maneuver of Azteckaizer Neo, but here's the finishing hold, the favored submission, the Manjigatame. So much history in Japanese wrestling as we approach the 1-year anniversary of the death of the late great Antonio Inoki, who made the Manjigatame famous. Call it an octopus hold if you will, but we're here in Japan. It is the Manjigatame. Hard shot, face first, into the cover. Referee in position, going to hold on the time call. 1, 2.
5 minutes last.
As soon as that shoulder comes up, we get a 5-minute time call. Remember, if that goes to 0, they're both in trouble. Sit out body slam by the bearer of the Star of Aztec, the star of professional wrestling, Kurosu no Hoshi. Going up, and boom! High cross body cover. Cover 1, 2, kick out. Chiba Akagi looking a little bit like he's on spaghetti legs here. Again, that Argentinian position. Into an Argentinian wasteland. Wait a minute, reversal. Oh, drop, inverted DDT. Final step by the challenger, and the way he is. And look at this, Google Plata. He's got that Google Plata, he's got the triangle, he's got the arm bar as well. Chiba Akagi making sure he keeps at least one of his shoulders up. But Azteckaizer Neo able to power through, power out, but notice damage done to that left arm. Work on the left side, brother. Chiba Akagi going back. And now focusing on the right arm. In the Manjigatame, he was focusing on the arms in that bow and arrow lock as well. That seems to be the game plan here. Take away the arms and you would take away the Kaiser punch. You would take away, presumably... Oh, this is not good. Boom! Kaiser punch! As Chiba Akagi forced to... Tope Suicida, the flying superhero. Heroic sacrifice by Azteckaizer Neo. Massive stomp here.
3minutes left.
Referee has begun the count. The wrestlers can hear that time call as we're making our way up the ramp. And this is dangerous. The further you get from the ring, obviously, the harder it is to get back in. As Azteckaizer Neo doing a little bit of the technical wrestling himself, now focusing on the arm of his opponent. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, I suppose. 75% of the way through the time limit, and there's absolutely nothing the rest of Ningen and Damashii can do except offer support. If they get physically involved, that's going to be a disqualification. The referee is watching from the ring. We're halfway through the count here. Clothesline by Chiba Akagi, and those fans up the entrance ramp are getting the view of a lifetime here. Only about 2 minutes and change remaining. 13. I don't know what's worse for the wrestlers right now, the clock or the count. And wait a minute, Fujiwara armbar.
2 minutes left.
You can do damage on the outside, but you can't get a submission. Maybe you can keep the guy down long enough to get back into the ring. I think that's 16. Wait a minute. Steps through. This is a mistake. 17. Sharpshooter. Sasovigatame, whatever you want to call it. The sharpshooter locked in. And Azteckaizer Neo tapping out, but it doesn't matter. 19. You can't get a submission on the outside.
This match has been ruled a time limit draw.
What the hell? Okay. First of 2 title defenses tonight. Let's get to that.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, 1 submissionary knockout to decide the winner, and it is for the Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Championship.
And here comes the greatest wrestler to never hold the AWL Grand Championship, and he hates that I call it that. The winner of the New Year's Tournament NYT Oshogatsu Taikai, the 2023 champion of that tournament, He's looking finally to parlay that half a year later into a Grand Championship run. And he would happily face one of his own students. He'd happily face Black Tiger Justice for the Grand Championship, but right now he has to slay a demon. And that seems to be a theme with the Elder Tigers right now, trying to maybe protect, question mark, Black Tiger Justice? I don't know. But Tiger Mask 2, very proud to be the Oshogatsu Taikai Tournament champion. He holds that belt for the rest of the year. And instantly, this room feels a whole lot colder. The demon Gisei with that mysterious stone of power. The miasma rising from the pit itself, as does the master of the pit. The final boss of the Animated Wrestling League, Ganba Hisshi Dark. He defeated Chiba Akagi for that Intercontinental Championship just before Chiba would have had the chance to cash it in for the AWL Grand Championship match. And now, after failing in a Grand Championship challenge of his own, Ganba Hisshi Dark tries to walk the road less traveled. And we have reason to believe, though again we cannot definitively prove it, we have reason to believe it was the forces of the pit that attacked AWL official Shinichiro Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, Japanese branch. And that for the crime of counting Ganba Hisshi Dark out of that Grand Championship match a few weeks ago. But right now it's all about the Intercontinental Championship. 5 successful title defenses, you get an automatic grand title match.
Introducing first the challenger, fighting out of the unified School of the Tiger style, Tiger Mask 2.
1 win already for the Tigers tonight. Hey, where is it? Oh, damn! Hope he wouldn't make it tonight.
Reigning, defending, champion, and winner, Ganba Hisshi Dark.
These are some big, meaty men slapping meat tonight. The top 2 win-loss records in the AWL Hontai. Ganba Hisshi Dark #1, Tiger Mask 2 #2. Plus 52 for Ganba, plus 38 for Tiger Mask. Both members, the only 2 members of the 100-plus win club in AWL Hontai. This is going to be a match for the ages. Some nasty kicks almost. Oh! A nasty flurry of kicks to start us off, and immediately ejecting the Tiger from the ring. And Ganba, he does not seem to be a high flyer to most people, but he can do it when he has to. The dark powers of the pit enabling him to do things mortals cannot do. Tiger Mask. Tigers are human, but channeling the power, channeling the spirit of the tiger, the spirit of Tolkien, if you will be the best that they can possibly be. The IC champion versus the Oshogatsu Taikai winner. Up, down, and of course, Ganba Hisshi Dark, the only 3-time New Year's Tournament winner. 29 minutes, all the time in the world, extended time limit in these title matches. We've had time limit draws in championship matches, but they happen like once a decade. So plenty of time for the wrestlers to do this. We've got 2 title matches tonight. I've been told we will be following these matches to their conclusion, so it could be another hour. As you see the Demon Gisei bringing that stone, bringing that power to bear, acting as the manager. Ooh! And the spine of Tiger Mask 2 introduced to that steel superstructure of that 20 by 20 foot AWL ring. Tiger Mask has trained his body to physical perfection. He knows how to absorb pain. Pele kick! A man that big should not be able to do a Pele kick, but that's Tiger Mask 2 for you, ladies and gentlemen, and surpassing the Tiger Gods with the Kamigoye! And now maybe looking for a Sumatran stomp, doesn't get it, boot to the back. Boot to the backside. Good dodge of the kick there. Tiger breaker set up. No, reversal. Oh no. Alabama slam right into the ropes. And those, I mean, that's a misnomer, as we all know. One, maybe if you don't know, those ropes are not made of rope. They're made of elevator cables wrapped in vinyl tape to give them that rope texture and to give them the color of the Japanese flag here in AWL Hontai here in Tokyo, Japan. And it's time for the execution drop kick. The living death penalty of professional wrestling, Ganba Hisshi Dark. Tiger Mask looking for that Tiger suplex. Hold on, he's got it. Beautiful bridge, look at that. A beautiful bridge, but just not strong enough for that final and fatal 3 count. The Tiger going up top. Oh, he's thinking something big. He's thinking, oh no, he goes for the elbow drop from the top and no water in the pool. Ganba Hisshi Dark regains control of the contest with 27 minutes on the clock. Catch of the boot, and Tiger Screw leg whip. Hey, what do you want? It's a theme. We go with a theme here. Wait a minute, toe. No, he steps up, goes with a high cross body, maybe a high clothesline. Unfortunately, gets none of it. Tiger Mask pulling out all the stops here, but unfortunately, Ganba Hisshi Dark absorbing everything and giving out a whole lot more. Uh-oh. And that's how you do the elbow drop from the top. And of course, both these two are Season 0 originals. Axe Bombers, shades of Hulk Hogan and Antonio Inoki in the first IWGP tournament. If you don't know that story, check out my Inoki memorial video. I go into that details on that story of how Hulk Hogan won the IWGP Championship by accident. Oh, lariat! Nasty looking takedown as Tiger Mask quite literally on the ropes. That's not a place you want to be. That's not a position you can afford to be in. The Satsuwaza. The wings of the devil. Akagi no Tsubasa. Quick transition into the cover. The wings of the devil have come. Put Tiger Mask 2. 1 down. 4 to go before a date with destiny for the final boss. Tiger Mask tried everything, but just nothing working tonight. This was as close as he got, but it was Akagi no Tsubasa. The wings of the devil, Akagi no Tsubasa, for the 1, 2, 3.
That was pathetic.
Oh, shut up.
Here is your winner, Ganba Hisshi.
Main event time, 7 title reigns, but will they be able to keep it? Winning a championship is one thing, defending it very much another.
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for 1 fall, 1 submission and knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers. Fighting out of Tokyo, Japan, and the Lads of the Giants, the Prince of the Pinball, Mikami, Ryuji, and Yoshi Obayashi. Together they are the number one ranked in the AWL Best Four, Giant Skills!
Fun little bit of trivia. In 6 title reigns, the new classics have only made 5 successful title defenses, and 3 of their title reigns have ended with V0. They may be the greatest tag team in the history of the AWL in terms of title reigns and getting the belt, but they're not very good at holding on to them. So, Giant Skills in historically with a real chance here. But will the 7th time be the charm for the AWL's Season 0 Originals, the new classics?
And their opponents, they are the reigning and defending Anime Wrestling League World Tag Team Champions. Tonight, making their first title defense of their 7th title reign. The tag team combination of the Technical Wizard, Lee Masters, the Suplex Master, and Nick. Together they are the New Classics.
You can briefly see on the video there, they've added 7-time champion to their entrance video. If you're wondering just how proud they are of their own accomplishments here, and frankly, I don't blame them. No one's come close to this kind of record. But, like I said, will they be able to pull off that vital and rare title defense for them? The World Tag Team titles are the oldest active championship in the league. The new classics are the 40th champions, which means nearly a quarter of the title reigns have been theirs.
This is an officially sanctioned World Tag Team Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL official Hana in charge.
This will be Hanababa Ganoush's first time refereeing a World Tag Team Championship match. She's shown herself in tag team matches to be a fair and just official. And there you see it. Those are the belts. World Tag Team titles. The yin and yang symbol not representing yin and yang the tag team, but representing the perfect balance that must exist between a team in order to become tag team champions of the world. And we're starting off with the much younger pinfall specialist versus the mixed martial artist veteran, Lee Masters, as Hifumi Ryuji. See the 1, 2, 3 on the back of his tights. Ichimi-san in Japanese, there's an alternate reading of that. Hifumi, that's his name. And that is actually a family name. I've met people with, 1, 2, 3 as the kanji in their last name. Lee Masters takes the arm. Ooh, but a great bit of counter wrestling there. Lee Masters is going to be more likely to go for submission attempts here than the Prince of the Pinfall, obviously. But Hifumi Ryuji just as technically skilled as the Technical Wizard, if you ask me. And wait a minute, whoa, interesting leaping reversal of the abdominal stretch. Spear countered. Excellent dodge, excellent counter wrestling by the penultimate fighter, the Technical Wizard, Lee Masters, doing a fantastic job here. Now, Lee Masters and Sammy Nix are, of course, members of the AWL Strong and Free roster. So, taking a look at the Strong and Free win-loss records, Lee Masters, 91 wins, 80 losses. Sammy Nix, who's now the legal combatant, 96 wins, 79 losses. So if this title reign goes on long enough, these guys could get themselves into the 100-win club. Not a lot of those out there. In fact, only 4 members of the AWL rosters on either brand have more than 100 victories. Sammy Nix, that's one way to prevent a tag. Ooh, Kamigoye attempt. attempting to surpass the gods of technical wrestling. And wait a minute. Oh, now that's an interesting way to get into a cover, but Hifumi Ryuji deciding not to do that. He can cover you from any position, any angle, any situation in the ring, but he's also rather judicious about it. He doesn't tend to waste covers when he doesn't think he's actually going to get the pin. Tag made, and here comes the brute force of the Giant Skills team, the giant of Giant Skills. Bam! Kyojin Kobayashi, Giant Kobayashi. Kyojin Kobayashi and Hifumi Ryuji coming into this match with a record of 2 wins and 4 losses in the tag team division this season. They're actually the last members of the Forge the 4 tournament to have worked their way up the rankings and become #1 contenders to the tag team titles. Their win-loss record last season got them into the Forge the 4 tournament. They had a pathetic appearance, but still got into the best 4, and it's taken them this long in the season to work their way up to a title challenge. Which means the stakes are as high as can possibly be for this tag team. Either they become the 41st AWL Tag Team Champions of the world, or there is 0 chance in hell they get another title shot this season, and they will not be in the top 4. They will not be in the Forge the 4 tournament next year, or next season, I should say. So literally all to play for. You don't get a second chance here. No automatic rematches. In the Animated Wrestling League, attempt at the Superman Punch is blocked. Uranagi, no. Knee strike. Absolutely fantastic here. Going on to the outside, 20 count on the outside. I will remind you of the champion's advantage. In the event of a count out, no matter who gets counted out, the champions will retain. Now, I know for a fact, I've known the New Classics for damn near 20 years, they do not want to win this by a count out. They don't want to win by disqualification. They don't want to retain by... They don't want to retain by a time limit draw if it goes to that. And by the way, we're coming up on our usual 1 hour markers, and we like to try to end these shows. We will be sticking with this match for the duration. I remember when YouTube had like a 10 or 15 minute time limit. DDT!
5分経過、5minutes passed.
And now going for a toe hold. Rest in peace, Terry Funk. Not really worried about the time right now as much as I am about the count. We've already seen 2 countouts tonight. I think that's a record for the AWL. And boom! Tiger Bomb or Tiger Driver on the outside to the illegal fighter. This is now a 2-on-1 situation with tag rules in effect. Well, maybe not. Hifumi Ryuji, a little bit of the unorthodox offense, busting open the penultimate fighter. Lee Masters, I'd argue the best tag team wrestler we've ever seen in the AWL, gets whipped right into the neutral corner. You can pin a man out of the corner very easily, and I think we're going to see it here. O'Connor roll into a German suplex, but doesn't hold the bridge. What is he doing? Maybe it's a 30-minute time limit. Maybe this is a game plan. But that was a chance, and you were far enough away from the new classic corner. And maybe this is going to be the cover here. 1, no, broken up before the referee could even make the 1 count. Oh, mid-leg lariat. On anybody else, it'd be a high leg lariat. But him, it's a mid-leg lariat. And that's usually the setup for the Dominator, but the boot is caught. Kick to the quadricep. Lee Masters saves himself, at least for the moment, and hits the inverted DDT. Scorpion Death Drop. And you can see, actually, that the technical wizard busted open. Boom! Beautiful exploder suplex by the suplex master. 20 years of mastery by the veteran of the industry. And they're still called the New Classics. Huh. The disqualification 5 count gets up to a 2. Again, on disqualification, the champions retain. Shoji Kobayashi being a little too nonchalant about this. This is the new Classics, one of the best tag teams of all time. This season, just for example, Giant Skills, you're 2 and 4. Oh, wait a minute, cover here, no! Broken up very, very quickly. Whereas the champs are 4 and 0, they're undefeated this season, including breaking half of tag team supremacy. Overdrive. Gonna go for the cover off of that. No, I think we were going to. He's gonna go for some kind of a leverage move with the legs, but gets kicked in the face because Hisshi Ryuji. Tag made. The penultimate fighter's here. What are we going to see here? The final 3 count. Yes, we do. Final 3 count. Will it actually be? No, it isn't. All those stats that I told you. 3 V0 reigns. Only 5 title defenses and 6 reigns. The new Classics know all about that. Wait a minute. Okay, drop kick. Eliminate the tag possibility. Lee Master's already the one that's been busted open. As he does a little bit of a defensive screen to get himself back into the ring. Face first into the corner. The tag is made. Tag Kogeki. The first tag Kogeki. Tag team attack of the match. Up. Big boot. Atomic drop combination. Impressive. Double leg takedown from the mixed martial arts. Goes with a little bit of ground and pound action. But good defense. Good covering up with the forearms by Kyojin Kobayashi, who's not known for being the techer of the team. But good technical defense there. Ooh, back elbow right to the face. And oh, you can hear the slap of bone on flesh here. As they collide middle of the ring. Oh no. Kyojin Kobayashi with a choke handle. And wait a minute, going for it. I mean, that's a blood choke. He's going after the carotid artery. Spear after the breakup by Sammy Nix. Kick to the midsection, going for the vertical suplex. He likes to transition this. No. Oh, clothesline right to the back of the head, and it's the shot you don't see coming that always knocks you out. The tag is made. Up, 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 down, down, down. Military press slam broken up. Oh, no, ducks and dodges and gets it. Well, good thing the referee didn't see that headbutt, or that would have been a fine. But right now, it's not about the money. I mean, yes, champions make more money, main eventers make more money. You're in the main event when you've got one of the top titles, and you've got one of the floating championships. You're more likely to be in the main event of the show, and that's going to make you a lot more money. But right now, it's about the tag team goals. It's about calling yourself the best tag team in the world. It's about the championship. And there's nothing personal between these two teams. They just want to be the best in the world, and that means being the tag team champions of the Animated Wrestling League. Up, down, backdrop driver. A back suplex if you prefer. Sammy Nix going up to the top rope, and he's going to fly if he can. Flying clothesline. Not exactly flying through the air with the greatest of ease. Sammy Nix is not an elegant high flyer, but hey, it was a high-flying move that won the new Classics, the AWL World Tag Team titles, over the Augments. It broke the last remnants of tag team supremacy. And now that increasingly dreaded 20 count. We've already seen, again, 2 of those, a single count-out and a double count-out, a count-out victory and a double defeat earlier tonight. All of our wrestlers have access to closed-circuit cameras, closed-circuit TV feeds. They watch the show, at least the intelligent ones do, and the new Classics are nothing if not smart about wrestling. So they're well aware of just what a count-out festival it's been tonight. Genuinely, I don't remember the last time we had 2 shows, two matches in one show that had a count-out finish. I don't think that's ever happened before. A third would be horrible. Just under 18 minutes remaining here, and Sammy Nix noticing that Lee Masters is still bleeding. Wait a minute, what is this? Tiger Bomb. You can make a cover off of a Tiger Bomb. He chooses not to. Hifumi Ryuji with the tag to Kyojin Kobayashi, and this match continues, and right now, Giant Skills, their best strategy is to focus on the already battered and bloody Lee Masters. Oh no, this is murder! Elbow drop from the top and the sternum of the... Oh god, no, this is gonna kill him. This is gonna kill him. And there's nothing Sammy Nix can do about it. 2 elbow drops right from the top. The tag is made. 1, 2... And a blow to the head to break the cover. Get the body off of the shoulders. Get the torso off the torso. That's the definition of the break of the cover. And the champion has to roll to the outside and look at him. He's on spaghetti legs. He's on Dream Street. Pick your cliche. It applies here. Sammy Nix having to run interference. The referee focusing on the outside count. Not on the inside count. Kick to the midsection. Wasting a Dominator here on the illegal man. That would be the finish if Sammy Nix was a legal fighter. Arm drag escape of that elevated triangle. And this is the actual match right now. It's Lee Masters and Kyojin Kobayashi, and the teamwork of the new Classics has done its job and gotten these two an opportunity, and the tag finally made, and this is exactly what the new Classics want to happen, though that clothesline probably not what they wanted to happen. But right now they want to keep Sammy Nix in the ring. He's the comparatively fresh man, and I'm just going to say it. Fatigue is a factor and age is a factor here. The new Classics Season 0 Originals, this is Season 21. Do the math. The Giant Skills team, younger, the longer this match goes, the more it's going to favor them. World Tag Team Championship on the line in the main event of AWL Hontai 414. It's been a... Oh! Knee to the midsection here. It's been a massive show. We've seen movement up and down the best 4 rankings. We've seen a successful Intercontinental Championship defense. And now we're seeing the tag team titles being defended in an absolute classic banger.
15 minutes past.
Halfway through the time limit now. Look at that! Beautiful! Sammy Nix with a bit of delay on, again, an exploder suplex, belly to belly. Couldn't quite see the grip that he had on that, which probably does change the name of the suplex. Vertical suplex. Oh, into a classic brainbuster. Oh god, we're at 16 already. We could have another count out here. Oh! Half-hatch suplex, I think that's called. 18. Get back in the ring. Sammy Nix does. Will Kyojin Kobayashi recover in time? Referee watching. 19. And the Giant makes it back in the ring in literally the last second. Sammy Nix distracted by Hifumi Ryuji on the outside. 14 minutes remain. This is a war of attrition. Belly to belly, overhead, release, effing suplex. Unbelievable. Tag made to the penultimate fighter. Maybe going to be looking for the submission now. I don't know. He could get it. He's got it. He's got the sleeper hold. And he's got the rear naked choke with the body scissors. But no, Kyojin Kobayashi just too strong. Too strong, too powerful. Doesn't need a fancy counter cover. 1. Broken up quickly. Hifumi Ryuji, collar and elbow. Referee's lost control here. We need to get 1 in, 1 out. Those are the rules. Picks him up by the face and power slams him down. The Giant in dominant control right now. Could this be their 4th V0 title reign? Could this be the last title reign? Could this be the last tag team match for the new classics? I don't know. You don't know. Keep finding out. Oh, keep watching to find out. Elbow drop from the top to the top of the head. Dominator. Going for the Dominator. If he hits this, this match is over. He stops to Oka. Dominator. 1, 2. No. And getting the hell out of the ring. This is why tag team wrestling is the main event anywhere in the world. Good tag team wrestling, and we do it pretty damn well here in the AWL if you ask me. Belongs in the main event, it always has. And, oh, elevated powerbomb. And I didn't see was there a tag match? I believe there was a tag. I'm not sure if Lee Masters knows about it. Yeah, your legal combatants right now are Lee Masters and Hifumi Ryuji. Lucky knee strike. I don't even think that was intentional. I think that was instinct. Leads to about 2.5. Lee Masters positioning himself between the skill and the giant of giant skills. Ground and pound. You can see the blood still trickling from the forehead. Tag Kogeki opportunity. Technical perfection. We've called them technical perfection. Double hip toss. That's all they've got in them right now. A diving tag. Ricky DeRobert, the giant, back in. Kyojin Kobayashi takes down Sammy Nix with a massive clothesline. Trying to force all the air out of his diaphragm there. Top rope stunner. Kyojin Kobayashi allowing himself to be distracted. Masters back up under his... Sorry, Nick's back up his feet. Exploder! Exploded in Super Heavyweight Giant into the cover. 1, 2, 3. It will not be a V0 reign for the new classics in reign number 7. Look at that. The physics of that astound.
Here are your winners, and still unanimously World Tag Team Champions, the new Classics.
Congratulations to Lee and Sammy. We will see you next week. Please like, subscribe, share, do all that fun YouTube stuff. We'll see you next time for the Animated Wrestling League. これで決まりだ。